Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village, there lived a beautiful young girl named Emily. At 20 years old, she had shining golden hair and bright blue eyes that sparkled with kindness. Emily came from a humble family. They didn't have much money, but their small house was filled with love and happiness. Emily loved reading books and often dreamed about a better life. Every morning, she helped her parents with chores around the house and in the fields. Despite their poverty, Emily's family was always cheerful, supporting each other through good times and bad. One sunny morning, Emily visited the village market to buy food for her family. There, she saw a young man named John for the first time. John was tall and handsome, with dark hair and a warm, gentle smile. He came from a wealthy family who owned many lands and a large house. Even though John's life was different from Emily's, they quickly became friends. They enjoyed talking together, laughing, and sharing their dreams as they walked through green fields and along the riverbank. As the days passed, their friendship grew deeper. Emily shared her hopes of a better future, and John told Emily about his dreams and ambitions. Soon, their friendship blossomed into love. One day, as they sat by the river, John gently took Emily's hand and said, "Emily, I love you. Will you marry me?" Emily's heart filled with joy, and she replied happily, "Yes, John, I love you too." They hugged each other tightly, dreaming of the future they would share. However, their happiness faced a serious challenge. John's parents did not approve of Emily. They believed Emily was not good enough for their son because she was poor. John's mother said firmly, "John, you cannot marry Emily. She is not from a wealthy family." His father agreed, saying, "You must find someone who matches our family's status." John felt heartbroken. He loved Emily deeply and did not care about money or social class. He pleaded with his parents, saying, "Emily is kind and loving. Money does not matter to me." But his parents refused to change their minds and warned him they would not support him if he married Emily. Emily heard about the difficulties John faced. Her heart was heavy with sadness. She loved John very much, but she did not want to cause trouble for him or his family. Emily's mother noticed her sadness and gently advised her, "Emily, we want you to be happy. Perhaps it is better to let John go." Emily cried for many nights, torn between her love for John and her desire not to hurt him. Finally, Emily decided she needed to speak honestly with John. With tears in her eyes, she said, "John, I love you deeply, but maybe it's better if we do not marry. Your parents will never accept me, and I do not want to make your life difficult." John was devastated. He replied softly, "Emily, I cannot imagine life without you. But I understand your decision. I will always love you." They hugged each other tightly, crying together, knowing they had to part ways despite their strong love. Even though they decided not to marry, Emily and John promised they would always remain friends. They continued their lives separately but never forgot each other. Emily stayed in the village, helping her family and neighbors. She was loved by everyone for her kindness and warmth. John continued working hard to help his family, though he constantly thought about Emily. Years passed, yet their feelings remained strong. One day, Emily's father became seriously ill. Emily spent days and nights caring for him. praying he would recover. John heard the news and immediately came to offer support. He brought medicine, food, and comfort to Emily and her family. Slowly, Emily's father regained his health, and Emily felt deeply grateful to John. Touched by his kindness, Emily thanked John, saying, "John, your heart is so big. Thank you for helping us." John smiled warmly and said, "Emily, I will always be here for you." After that, Emily and John began spending more time together again, sharing their dreams and hopes. Their love, hidden away for so long, began to grow stronger once more. Eventually, John had to move to the city for work. He promised Emily he would keep in touch by writing letters. During their separation, John worked hard and became very successful. He wrote letters regularly, telling Emily about life in the city. Emily replied with news from the village, keeping their connection alive. Finally, after years of hard work, John saved enough money and decided he could no longer be apart from Emily. He returned to the village and knocked on Emily's door. When Emily opened it and saw John standing there, her heart filled with happiness. "John, you're back," she exclaimed joyfully. "Yes, Emily, I missed you deeply," John said softly. They talked and laughed, recalling their memories together. Then John took her hands gently and said, "Emily, my love for you has never changed. I still want to marry you." Emily hesitated, thinking about John's family, but John reassured her, "I have built a life for us. I do not need my parents' approval to be happy." Emily's eyes sparkled with tears of joy. She said, "John, I love you so much. Let's be together." They decided to marry, determined to overcome any challenges together. Emily and John held a simple wedding ceremony surrounded by friends and Emily's family. Although John's parents refused to attend, the couple stayed strong, knowing their love was powerful enough to face any difficulty. Together, Emily and John moved to the city. They built a life filled with happiness, love, and mutual support. Through every challenge, their love grew stronger. Over the years, they had children and raised them to value love and kindness above all. As they grew older, Emily and John often looked back on their journey with pride and gratitude. They understood that true love was powerful enough to overcome any obstacle. Their life together taught them, and everyone around them, that love is the greatest strength of all. Emily and John lived happily ever after, cherishing their love every day. They knew their love had truly made their lives beautiful and meaningful.